Sunday. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful day to be alive. But let's talk about when we don't feel that way. And at first, I wasn't going to even watch this on my own personal time because I was, being judgmental. Like, man, all these reality stars so overly dramatic. And don't nothing they do be real. We don't know if it's for the clout, if it's for publicity. But then I started listening to about maybe 30 seconds of this video, and I was like, you know what? I want to come on here and I want to do a reaction to this video because this is something that needs to be talked about. We talked about, staying off of drugs the other day, but we need to go a little bit more into like mental health. All right, so let's get into it and then I'll talk.
Nothing wrong with feeling like you don't want to be here sometimes. There's nothing wrong with taking breaks. There's nothing wrong with sometimes you don't want to smile. I smile for everybody around me but me. Girl, did you hear about Jhonnie Blaze? Oh my God. If you haven't heard, I got to...
Oh my God, she be doing too much. Be feeling like she be joking. Hold on. Let me see. She be doing too much.
And then you say you love me. You say you love me, but you can tear me up in front of millions of people. You tear me up. Got too many health issues. I'm fighting for motherfucking life. And all people doing is talking shit. Don't know me. You don't know me. Everybody on my fucking page, coming from my daughter page, and y'all listening to this shit. I read the comment. I read this comment talking about your mama dancing, your mama dad.
Shoot, who you talking about, Cammy? You know good and doggone well I'm not taking it. How you been, Cammy? You know good. Come on, Cammy. Come on, Cammy. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
I did nothing. I did nothing. So,
I can't tell if this person edited this video like this or were they really live talking to each other.
Before I got on this live,
I think she just edited it like that.
I called one person.
Because ain't no way she would be talking and she talking at the same time. Duh. Because we had the music and stuff. But that don't mean that the music wasn't just laid on. Whatever.
I called my friend for 12 years, Sierra.
She name dropping.
So if you see any blogs, any posts, people be wanting to say the most ableist things to me. Let me tell you something. When I made that post, I did want to end my...
It's so crazy that YouTube is so censored that you can't even talk about that, and that's a serious issue that a lot of people deal with. It's an agenda to make people think that nobody else is going through that because you have to censor it because can't nobody talk about it. And then when you feel like you're the only person going through something, you feel alone. What's up, Naya? I'm telling you, it's so many tricks from the devil. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it from who it's from. It's so many tricks from the devil to get you to take your life, man, because once you take your life, it's over. There's no hope for you. As long as you are breathing and living, is hope. You see what I'm saying?
But instead what I did is I deleted my social media and I went into a hotel and I stayed there this whole time. And I detached myself away from everything that I could.
Seriously, y'all be coming with these ads at the wrong time. Content creators, don't y'all know that you can time when these ads come? Oh, wait a minute. I think they took that away. Never mind.
The remarks. The remarks and the bashing. I didn't do this for attention. I'm talented. I got so many things to be thankful for, but so many things that be feeling like demons I'm fighting.
Facts.
I didn't call nobody because I didn't want to be found. I didn't speak to nobody because I didn't want to speak to nobody.
Facts.
I suffer from depression. I do not want nobody to ever feel sorry for me. People want to know so bad. Y'all want to know so bad, I'm going to give it to you one time and one time only. I have a mother right now that is suing me, telling me that I need to tell the world that I never got one. Okay? I have paid for divorce, and I'm not even supposed to be talking about this as I'm being sued right now. I have paid for divorce from this man. I have sent money over and over and over again to make sure she is okay. I have shaved my head 3 times. 2 of the times I felt like I was lied to about her having cancer. I have done everything possible after a child gets sent away for telling that her stepfather knows. So I've been dealing.
Peep game. Every time she say a word that YouTube feels like it's too inappropriate, these content creators have to bleep it out. And this is something that needs to be talked about. Didn't the motto for YouTube, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be broadcast yourself. But we can't broadcast ourselves. Like, what's up, Tiff or Tad? What's up, Yobo, Jimmy Belcher?
With that since January. Okay? And I have not said
Naya and Cammy, what's up?
nothing at all. I have said nothing. I've said nothing about it. That's one, since everybody wants to know so much about me. 2, my grandmother died June 7th.
Talk about it.
We all know that I talk about my mental health. We all know that I talk about my depression. We know that I fully talk about my anxiety because it's not something I'm proud of, but it is a part of me. It's been a part of me since I was a child.
Talk about it.
And I fight with it. I have not took my medication since right before my grandmother started getting really bad, which is around February. Okay? Since y'all want to know so much, so now you can take my words and put the right things out to the world. Because some of the shit that I see, and you wonder why. You wonder why people want to detach themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder why. My grandmother died June 7th. June 10th, I still had to fly to Miami and do 3 music videos. Smile in people's faces like this shit cool. Go to a funeral on the 19th. And another person dies after that. Y'all talk about some, she be faking pregnancies and stuff. You want to know something else? You want to know why every time you see me put up a pregnancy test when I was in a relationship and then you don't see it no more? Because it is difficult for me to have children. And I've stated this. before. So I'm sorry that I get excited. And I decide to post something and then it doesn't happen. My bad for that. Which I shouldn't even feel bad for. Help me understand.
That's why they say they don't even post no pregnancy if it ain't at least been 3 months.
That.
But she has every right to post what she want to post. People, why is the world so darn critical of these celebrities as if they don't have the same problems? Their problems just ain't under a microscope. What's up, Jason?
I am battling with so much, fighting yourself to the point I couldn't fight no more. So when I posted that, I don't know how to sugarcoat. I've always been this hood, cheerful, tell it like it is type of person. You know, you couldn't catch me a couple of years being able to even talk like this without screaming and, you know, being extra. I'm about as calm as a whistle. You feel me? And tears, it's okay. I am not upset because I've seen the comments. I am not upset because of a failed career. I've done so much in my career I'm proud of. I have loving family and friends around me. You feel me? I had a breaking point. The other thing I want to say in my growth is putting me in position to talk this way and be able to express this. But Meezy, whatever you want to call yourself, Mega Meezy, that post that you made to Hollywood Unlocked when all of my close...
The weirdest you could ever do is fake like something I went missing for days just for folks on your OnlyFans private messages to know you're okay, but everyone else don't, bruh. People are weird, and I'ma just pray for them from a distance.
Friends don't even know you like that. And you're supposed to be my friend. I have walked Stone Mountain with you on some spiritual stuff because we both suffer depression. I call you as a friend sometimes at night, crying or texting you. We talk together, everything. You talk about some because of through OnlyFans. When I was sitting here and you didn't see me post on social media, my OnlyFans is a schedule.
Right.
It's scheduled to always post. After 3 days of so-called everybody said that I wasn't here or whatever that y'all were saying, I went on there and I seen some things that of my ex was saying, and I got mad and sent out my response through OnlyFans. That does not mean that I am not going through things or an attention seeker. Now see, I want to go all the way in.
Oh, this bullcrap ass, bruh. Bullcrap ass, bruh. Hold on, y'all. That's bullcrap.
I just know that from here on out, me and you are no longer friends, because even when your friend had cancer, Cortez, I was the one that used to run 40 minutes to his house to force him to take black seed oil, and he's cancer free right now. I was the one that did that.
Yeah, bitch. Let's take a moment right now. Let's take a moment right now. Let's take a moment right now. It goes down. It goes down. Literally. Play with me. I'm woke.
Call you and ask you, are you depressed? But you won't tell these people that you don't really speak to me like that. You tried to date me, and when I finally tried to go on a date with you years ago, you stood me up and left me in a club while you was drunk at a strip club.
Juicy dirt alert. And he ain't even cute enough to be standing you up, girl. Fine as you are. You let this You let this Jimmy J.J. Walker stalker stand you up.
You apologize. You said, "How can I be your friend?" I said, "We could just be cool. I don't want to talk to you." And ever since then, we had spiritual moments about depression and anxiety. And you go on a blog, dude. You go on a blog.
These niggas don't want spiritual moments. They want to be knee deep in your pussy.
You go on a blog. And you talk about me.
Because these niggas fake. And I don't mean niggas just as men, but I mean most people are fake. Especially in Hollywood. Anything for a come up. She tried to take herself out the matrix, Jason. And sometimes I try to take myself out the matrix and people get mad when I want to, be by myself. Again, I'm not going to lie on myself. I'm not going to cheat on myself. I'm not going to steal from myself. I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm not going to abandon myself. Why wouldn't I want to be with myself when I can get all those things I just named from other people? I told y'all, one of my biggest fantasies, well, I don't know if I told y'all, one of my biggest fantasies is going to a remote island by myself. I don't want nobody. I don't have to deal with mood swings. I don't have to deal with people, finicky, sometimey, two-faced. I don't have to deal with none of that. I don't even want to deal with people bringing me my resources. I want to learn how to catch and cook. I want to live totally by myself. I don't want nobody but the Lord. Seriously. And if I do need some outside help, just come through on a little helicopter plane, drop my food down, drop my medication. I want to get to the point where I don't even need diabetic medication. I want to live alone. I tell y'all, people think, oh, she's a YouTuber. She's an extrovert. No, I like to be alone.
I'm not going to answer anybody's questions. And the thing with my ex, or whatever y'all want to laugh about with no.
And I'm going to need you to fix this title, because that is so disrespectful. She can't get pregnant. Like, you couldn't have worded that. You could have said infertility issues. Like, folks...
Let me tell you something. That man has done nothing wrong to me. All right? It's never have. So I see everything. I literally, and this is why I don't like being on social media. I've seen
Fantasy Island, bro. Fantasy Island.
Everything. He's done nothing but put so much time in dealing with me as his girlfriend with mental issues that sometimes people give up, not because they don't care or not because they don't love you, but because they cannot.
I'm finna say, you loaning money, Tiffany? Let me find out. How much can I get with bad credit? I'm building my credit right now. I finance some a printer. But how much we loaning? What that credit score gotta be?
Fight for you harder than yourself. He's never put his hands on me. He don't even argue it like that. Those screenshots of my text messages from weeks ago when me and him.
The crazy part is people just see this and they think somebody is just happy all the time. This is the facade of social media. Everybody ain't happy. This is social media. This is real life.
Social media, okay? That picture is old and it's definitely not from him. So as a person of me caring enough for someone that's tried their best to help me, y'all can't do that to him. Everything that y'all want to talk about, everything that y'all want to bash me about, she's faking pregnancies, now you know about that. You talk about what I'm going through, you know about that. You know everything that y'all need to know.
You have to think about this, y'all. Sometimes, being a celebrity is the worst thing that can happen to you. How they say fame is the worst drug. Because sometimes it don't change you. Well, no, most of the time, it changes the people around you. Please let that touch and agree with your spirit. Because you got people that feel like because you made it that you're obligated to take care of them. Simply because you have it. Not because they deserve it. Not because they've earned it. But the spirit of entitlement, y'all, with these with these relatives and these close friends. How terrible is that her own mama is suing her? When your mama, if don't nobody else love you in this world, your mama is supposed to love you. What up, bird? Your mama is supposed to protect you. Your mama is supposed to be there for you when other people are suing you, when other people are trashing you, when other people are deserting you and leaving you. She don't even, like right now, if I can call my mama if I'm going through something. She can't even call her mama because her mama is the one that's putting her through something. And I think right now, look at the despair and the sadness that's on her face. That's not acting. I think a lot of us have to realize that family members can be toxic. Please understand that. We think, oh, that's my mama, that's my daddy, that's my cousin, that's my brother, that's my sister. They can be toxic too. And just like you can stop dating somebody because they toxic, or you can stop being somebody's friend because they toxic, we need to learn to go no contact and cut these people off. And when I say no contact, I ain't talking about them little thin things you put in your eyes so you can see better. We need to go no contact. She looks broken, yeah, broken in her spirit. Good morning, Tiff. This is so heartbreaking to see because she's so talented and I've been through so much. I just pray that she... And people also need to realize that these people are real people. Just because they're a celebrity don't mean that they're not going through real things. And y'all feel like y'all don't want to pray for these people. Y'all feel like everything fake, everything orchestrated, everything. Listen, the look right here, it don't get much more realer than this.
There's nothing wrong with feeling like you don't want to be here sometimes. There's nothing wrong with fucking taking breaks. There's nothing wrong with sometimes you don't want to smile. I smile for everybody around me but me. I care for everybody but me.
Why y'all think I just put on Facebook? If you take care of everybody else, if you look out for everybody else, who gonna look out for you? Take care of you first. Because these money-hungry, greedy people that's around you, as soon as they take up all of your resources and all of your money and all of your time and all of your whatever, they gone. And you left with zero. And I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to call them and get that same energy. If you need something, you need a place to stay, you need some food, you need some money. Look out for you first and stop feeling guilty for looking out for you. They don't feel guilty when they use you and leave you. Stop feeling guilty. It's called false guilt. That's a real thing.
I can't. So, there you go.
What's up, Salt Life?
I don't know what y'all want from me, but I have nothing to say or prove to it.
Oh my God. Ass.
Anybody no more. It's so much fucking bullying to the point I don't even understand no more, and I just don't care. I do not care about what people say about me. Of course my ex is going to be upset. I dog walked his ass.
Dog walked that mother freaker like a kennel.
I talked about him. Of course he's going to be upset. Who cares? Y'all
What's up, Black Chair?
sit here and tell me about things that I just don't care about. I don't. It's so much, and y'all just don't care. And I don't expect y'all to. But now y'all can just leave it alone.
These internet people, they like to make other people feel bad for whatever reason. And because they want to like deflect from their own problems, or they want to feel better about themselves. They want to see somebody that's crying or they're having a terrible time, and they be like, "Ooh, well, misery loves company." So sometimes, most of the time, that's a bad thing and it's terrible. But sometimes that's just like a coping mechanism to know that you're not the only one going through something. It's not that you want to see that other person struggling, but it's relatable. But see, this right here, she's not trying to be relatable. She's trying to be real, and she's being transparent. But I hope that her coming out and telling what's really going on, people don't use this as further ammunition to, you know, talk about her and all this other extra stuff.
It just let me be at peace. Let me get my happiness together. I never knew that me wanting to be away from stuff caused people to hate me more and say the most disgusting things to me.
Yeah, because if you're away, they can't use you. People think that you can only get used for your money. You can get used for your time too. A lot of people like to waste time, or they may be bored, so they call you because they bored, or they call you because they got to run errands and they just want somebody to talk. If you are not available because you taking your time to be by yourself because you need to get your mental state right, they gonna be mad at you. If they can't reach you, people are selfish. That's one thing I've learned. Self-absorbed. It's all about them. What can they get out of you? Take, 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 take.
I don't understand that. So y'all got that. Y'all got that. I shouldn't even have to.
Right, Jules Dior. Do you know how many times I wish I can just turn my thoughts off because it's nonstop worrying, it's nonstop apprehension, it's nonstop depression, it's nonstop anxiety, it's nonstop just, and that's why I understand now when people used to say in church how you have to constantly pray. Prayer without ceasing. I'm sorry I keep doing that. I just feel like it's in my throat. Prayer without ceasing. Like the renewing of the mind. That's a constant thing. You literally have to renew your mind constantly. Because you're constantly bombarded with negativity. You're constantly bombarded with evil. You're constantly bombarded with worry. You're constantly bombarded with stress. Have you realized that it seems like the whole world is going crazy? People killing their parents, people killing their whole family, people killing people they work with, people mass shooting, people killing themselves. Mainly, a lot of people are killing people that they're dating because they don't want to be with them no more. Or they're betraying their friends and killing their friends. They robbing them for weed. They breaking in. I mean, it just seems like everybody is going crazy. And people forget that this is the devil's stomping ground, but that don't mean that God ain't in charge. Please understand that. The devil can only do what God allows him to do, but he is the prince of the air. That's why God's going to call us all up over his children and create a new heaven and a new earth. A new earth. It's going to be a new earth. People forget about that. People think that they're just going to be in heaven forever. A new earth. Do y'all forget that part? It's going to be a whole new earth, because this earth right here, this earth is terrible. This is where the devil... Let me stop because it's Sunday and I don't want y'all to feel like I'm preaching, but I just want y'all to understand why we don't just always struggle against, flesh and blood, but like principalities, and it's a spiritual realm out there.
Here and explain because of the person I am. This whole entire fucking week, all I felt like was not being Jhonnie, not being Japel, not being myself. I wanted to be everything else but that person. And then you wonder why, because of this. Y'all laugh at somebody that can't hold kids. You laugh at somebody because of this.
That's a terrible thing to do. because she can't carry a pregnancy to full term, or she hasn't been able to carry a pregnancy to full term, people want to talk about that. That is a terrible thing to do. And then half of y'all that got these kids can't take care of them, or got multiple baby daddies. But that makes you better because your womb can carry a. It ain't like you taking care of them kids. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. You as a woman too, you ought to be ashamed of yourself if you talk about another woman that can't get pregnant. Like, women, whatever happened to the sisterhood? And I ain't talking about the sisterhood of the traveling pants, whatever the freak the name of that movie was. Whatever happened to women having other women's back? But we so caught up in this whole, I can't be friends with women. I've caught myself saying this too. Women too trifling. I don't like women. I don't get along with women. We gotta stop that, because these niggas, they ain't got our backs if they ain't trying to hit it from the back. Come on. Somebody can like the video for that, because that's the truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me God.
I can't, and I won't be speaking to a lot of people. Y'all talking about a filter. This is crazy, like, because I put a filter on. You want me without a filter? Here, look. You want to see? Look. What's the difference? What is the difference of bullying somebody? What is the difference?
Yeah, we do, Jason. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't understand. And this is why I'm still not going to come back on here. I'm not.
Beverly Palmer, what's up? And you don't owe us no explanations for taking a break. I just saw this new thing that talk about quitting Facebook is like the new running away from home. We all know you'll be back. You're just doing it for attention. Sometimes it's not for attention. Sometimes it's because y'all get on my everlasting nerve. I'm not talking about y'all, I'm speaking in general. And I just want to go away. But it ain't just from the internet. It's from people in real life. Like, don't call me. I literally would tell people that do not disturb be on my phone all the time. Every time I feel like people texting me too much, people emailing me too much, people hit me up too much, do not disturb, period. And I don't feel guilty for taking time for myself. Y'all on my nerves today. I'll tell people that in a minute. And don't take it personal. I just want, a lot of us, we are afraid of our own thoughts. I don't believe in everything Oprah say. But one thing Oprah said that resonated with me is that sometimes she just take time to turn everything off and just be one with herself. Like, I notice me also, like, if I'm cleaning the kitchen, I got YouTube on. If I'm cleaning up around the house, I got YouTube on. If I'm not doing nothing else, I got YouTube on. It's like I constantly have something else thinking for me and influencing me. That now every night I take time to just put on ocean waves, and I just sit there and I just let my mind be free. I do not allow myself to worry. One thing that I've always done since I was a child is I would tell myself, okay, everything is okay right now, at this very second, at this very moment. You don't have to worry. I don't care what it's going to be like tomorrow. I don't care what it was like yesterday. At this very moment, everything is okay. I am giving you permission not to worry. You don't have to worry. Today has enough problems of its own. You don't have to worry about tomorrow's problems. I don't care who don't like you. I don't care who pissed you off today. I don't care who you pissed off today. We just not going to worry for 30. Like, I really appreciate that new app that just came out called Calm. And it said, take 30 seconds to do nothing. And at first I was thinking, what? That's stupid. But then I'm like, no, that's not stupid. We're constantly doing something. We're constantly watching something. We're constantly texting. Somebody constantly calling us. We constantly calling other people. We constantly working. We constantly eating, trying to eat right, taking medication, running errands, paying bills. Take 30 seconds to do nothing. And it's okay.
Cool with that. I don't care about what others feel. So I'm cool with that.
It's okay, y'all. We gotta be okay with doing nothing sometimes. Because just like every day, our bodies have to sleep so that we can rejuvenate and recuperate and it can repair itself. I know we can't turn our thoughts off, but we can give ourselves permission to be okay. So it's your girl, Tiffany Draper, and I just want to shine a little light on what this young lady is going through, and for the people like me who want to judge her at first. She a stripper. She was a stripper. She ain't nothing but a stripper. She a hoe. Stop judging. Let God do that. Just because she was a stripper, that doesn't mean she doesn't have feelings, and she doesn't deserve to be loved, and that she don't deserve your prayers. So I'm just so glad that this came across like my recommended videos, because it actually came across 2 or 3 times, and I was like, man, I ain't finna watch that. This girl overly dramatic. She ain't going through nothing. She just want attention. See? Judging a book by its cover. But then turn around and don't want people to judge you. What's up, Valerie? Yeah, you can't be reckless either. Yeah, you can't be reckless now. In other words, females play a lot of games and men don't play. I'm not going to say men don't play games. No, sir. Jason, we're not going to say that. We're not going to say men don't play games. They are the ones that created Monopoly. They created Sega. They created Atari. Men play games. So we gotta take the ladies, and this is why so many women can't find that guy that fools with it. Did you really just say men don't play games? Because I was really about to end this video, but you tried it. You tried it? Do y'all see Jason in here, ladies, saying men don't play games? So what is having 2 or 3 women at the same time but telling one girl that they your only girl? What is that? What is it that getting all these girls pregnant at the same time? What is that? Is that not a game? Or when they say they love you only to sleep with you, but they really don't see themselves going nowhere with you, is that not a game? That is not polygamy if the other woman is not aware. Come on now. That is not polygamy if the other woman is not aware that there are other women. That's called cheating. That's called playing games. Men create Lorena Bobbitt's. Right, both sides play games. We need to stop with this gender war bull crap. Just like we need to stop with these Republican versus Democrat. They both evil. They both full of crap. Stop that. Unless you do that, the feeling is so peaceful and amazing. Jason, you better come back on here. Bring that tear, boy. Talking about men don't play games. Please. They are the inventor, the originator. Oh. I can see that, Jason. But, okay, I see what you're saying. But you're trying to make it seem like all men are like this and real men should just be up front and immature men hide. But either way, you're trying to make it seem like all men want multiple women. Is that what you're saying? So you're literally saying that monogamy isn't natural. Is that what you're saying? Oh. And I told you I had a video not too long ago where I was starting to question, did us women have the whole game wrong? Are men, because the way I figured that is, in biblical times, I see that happening. And also, a man, I just saw a meme that kind of made sense. It was saying a woman can have only one baby in a 9-month period, or, of course, more if they have, twins or whatever. But a man can have multiple babies. So if they were created, see, I haven't figured it out yet. And I tell you, I'm not one of the people that feel like I know all the answers. And so I believe this will be a great live for another time. Do you feel like a man being with one woman is unnatural simply because he has the ability to impregnate more than one woman at one time? But a woman, on the other hand, should only be with one man because she only has the ability to carry one man's baby. Well, then again, now, because we got these little whores out here that be having, if they release more than one egg, I've heard of some people that done got pregnant by more than one man, and the twins got different daddies. Yes. But I don't understand. I don't know. And I'm not going to pretend like I know. But all I know is we have been taught that a man is supposed to be with a woman, one woman, after he gets married. And we keep getting heartbroken time after time after time after time after time after time after time. And men don't seem to be happy with just one woman because they want variety. Like the Frito-Lay chip bag. They want the Cheetos. They want the Doritos Cool Ranch. They want the regular Doritos. They want the Lay's. They want the Takis. They want the Sun Chips. Cheddar Harvest. They want all that. I don't know, y'all. But I know I'm just tired of getting cheated on. So what do? Do we accept this like the women did back in the day, and they marriages lasted 50, 60 years, and they just turn a blind eye? Because let's not act like it wasn't happening just because people marriages lasted a long time back then. Women, because of, I guess you could say, a sign of the times, because they couldn't work half of the time, or there wasn't a lot of rights for women back then, that they turned a blind eye. Did we as women turn a blind eye because we didn't have the ability to take care of ourselves back then, or is because that's how it was supposed to be? See what y'all talking about. My sister twins were conceived 2 weeks apart, same dad though. What? Well, you know the devil is around there. Some women ovulate more than once a month, so I can see that happening tit for tat. That's weird though. Pray for a sister, but Jhonnie looks so different. Some men like him. Y'all not answering my question. Is a man being faithful to one woman? See, we need to stop talking about what we would like. That's what we want from these men. But are they mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally capable of only having sex with one woman? Or are we putting too much emphasis on reproduction and saying because he can impregnate more than one woman at one time, that means that he's supposed to be with more than one woman at one time? Am I just putting too much emphasis on that, or should I just... Are men wired? That's the real question. Are men wired for only one woman for the rest of their lives? Or are we trying to force that on them because that's what we want, and because most of the time, not all the time, us women are satisfied with just one man? I know I am. I don't need multiple men. I did answer. I said no man being faithful to one woman is not unnatural. Okay. All right, Tiffany, I didn't see that. Beverly Palmer says she's single and good. And then a lot of us women are selling for, I'm just going to be single. It's not that we want to be single, but we can't seem to find a man to do that whole monogamy thing. So, yeah, y'all, I don't know. But I feel like once we find the answer, we're going to be good. If we figure out what men really want and what they like, we're going to be good. But at the same time, we have to realize that a man can have everything he wants and still cheat. I know women are far from perfect. I always talk about women. I always put, you must have ain't seen my Instagram. I go in on women like a man on his first day out of jail. You must add Tiffany M. Draper on Instagram. I encourage y'all to go see that. Women be charging me up all day on Instagram, mad at me. Nah, women are far from perfect. Because look, it's because of women that we all have to die in the first place. So let's not forget that. It's your girl at Tiffany M. Draper, y'all. Let's figure out this whole dating thing so that we can live happily ever after. Nobody say women are perfect. There's no such thing as perfect in humans. Right. Unless your name was Jesus Christ. Somebody gonna get mad at that, and I don't care. If my personal beliefs make you mad, reevaluate your life. I choose to believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If you have a problem with that, you can kick rocks. I'm a gangster Christian. I'm not finna go try to save you. Like these niggas don't be trying to save these, you know. I'm a gangster Christian. As long as I get in. Y'all know better. If y'all choose to not do better, then you can go to hell. Yeah, I know. I need help. It was polygamous in those times due to the religious belief. See, you know what, Jason? You are very educated, and I can tell. See, these busters, these Pookies and Ray Rays want to talk about polygamy, but they don't have enough money for themselves, but they want to have a bunch of multiple wives and a bunch of families. It was also based on the times. I don't know about that, Jason. Now, I don't know. Because then you're going to make me think, is that what young Pharaoh is talking about at 10? Ain't that what he called his stuff? Hold on. See, I don't get too deep in all that type of stuff. See, I try to get led directly from God. Meaning like what I feel in my spirit. I feel like that's directly from God. And I've heard God's voice before, so I know he's real. And I'm not schizophrenic. See, this a 10 thing right here. Yeah, I was 14 when I heard his voice. I'll never forget it. So there's nobody will ever be able to tell me otherwise. Christians are polygamous. See, and when I asked somebody close to me, I said, does that make polygamy right because they had it in the Bible? And she was saying, just because it was in the Bible, like, doesn't mean that was what they were supposed to be doing. That's just what they did. But it's just like, we're going to go deeper into this real fast, y'all. How do y'all think the world... I don't know if I want to say that. Because, see, I don't want y'all to think I believe in incest or, inbreeding. But the question that I have for historians is, if the world started with Adam and Eve, and some people want to throw somebody named Lilith in that mug. If it started with Adam and Eve, how did the procreation... If Adam was created, he wasn't born. And then Eve was created based on his rib. They weren't born, right? But how did the world continue to grow to 7 billion people? They were sleeping with their relatives. If it was only 2 human beings, right? Let's look up this Lilith girl. Oh, never mind. See, this thing is saying is a demonic figure in Judaic mythology, supposedly the primordial she-demon. Wait, what? See? And it says, who was Adam's first wife? Lilith, the old wisdom that men and women are molded from the same clay must be inspired. Her name was not Eve, but Lilith. See, I honestly don't know what to believe. But I will say this. Who was having sex with who? They was having sex with family members in order to grow the population of the world, correct? Right? How did we get all these people? What up, Christy? How did we get all these people? Somebody was having sex. Somebody was kissing cousins. Let me go, because I'm like, what the... But for real. Okay. Think it's again. How did population... Yeah, look. I know I ain't the only one. How did population grow from Adam and Eve? Could 2 people populate a planet to 7 billion people? Answers in Genesis. Y'all gonna learn today. Let me bookmark this website. See, and when you have time to think about this stuff, when you ain't constantly bombarded with love and hip-hop and all this little foolishness, Could two people populate it? We're going to learn today. The Bible states that two people can populate a planet of 7 billion. That's impossible. Oh, somebody said that. Where does the Bible say this? The Bible says that God commanded man to fill the earth, which is far more than 7 billion. But the claim that it is impossible to get 7 billion descendants from two people is 100% wrong. The Bible reveals that God, who is all-powerful, created two people initially, a man and a woman called Adam and Eve. Adam was the first man and Eve was the mother of all of the living. Allow me to state the obvious to make some points. Parents produce children. Those children grow up and produce children, and the process continues. Scientifically, we can test this. Humans have more humans since mankind was commanded to be fruitful and multiply. Childbearing and population growth is appropriate. Adam and Eve had many sons and daughters over the... So who were they having sex with? Now, no. Oh, wait a minute. Now, this ain't in here, but y'all know how they said some people were giants because they had sex with fallen angels? That's why some of y'all too darn tall. I don't trust you tall people. I'm 5'8", but I don't trust you 7-footers. Maybe some of that was helping populate the earth. That means a lot of y'all got some demons in you. All right, Adam and Eve had many sons down over the course of many years. So yes, originally brothers and sisters had... See? Brothers and sisters had to marry. That was admissible originally of necessity and not a problem for genetic diseases that wouldn't have existed yet so soon after degenerate effects from sin and the curse. But God set up most familiar incest laws at the time of Moses, which was about 2,500 years after Adam and Eve. So from the Christian position, it is no longer appropriate to marry close relatives. Some still defy God's commandment against these. A mother in Oklahoma married her son and then her daughter, who just pleaded guilty to incest. Officials said, what the freak? I've married my sister and now we're having our second baby. Siblings who defied law plan to start a new life abroad. Man. Actually, we would have gotten the 7 billion sooner if it hadn't been for sin and the flood of judgment. The event reset the population to 8 people. That's whack. 8 people. Can you imagine? Imagine trying to go outside, y'all, and there's only 8 people. We can get 8 people in front of us in the line at Walmart. Big, can you imagine the whole world only had 8 people? That's born in a mother freaker. Or 6 of them were responsible. Oh, my. Population stats revealed that since the flood about 4,350 years ago, we should be at about 6 or 7 billion people right now, even at a conservative rate of doubling only one. Big 8 people, big. Consider sake of view that 7 billion people on the earth came from an almost infinitely dense and hot matter that exploded and came from nothing, yet there is no criticism there. Let's evaluate this. Do people come from people or do people come from inanimate material? We observe people coming from people, but people don't come from rocks. One of these views is logical and clearly possible. One isn't. In a few thousand years, we expect only 7 billion humans, but calculating how many humans there should be in tens of thousands of years doesn't add up, or rather adds up quite a bit too much. I want to encourage you to trust God's word as a supreme authority for a starting point on the origin of people. Okay, I like this website. You better get it. Answers in Genesis.org, man. What? I'm going to read this on my own time because y'all know I'm a geek. I'm a geek, man. I love learning. Like, I remember back in school, every time it was time to do, like, you had to write short stories and all that stuff, or language arts and reading and writing, all the other kids were like, I wondered it. I'd be excited, like, man, yes. I'm going to tell y'all this quick story about learning before I go. I remember when I was 12, and my brother Nick was 14, and Chris was, like, last year high school, about to go to college, and she wanted to homeschool us. And, you know, but she was still a black mother, and, you know, black mothers, you know, they be out, they be on one, right? So we went to this homeschool convention, and we was, like, one of the only, if not, we was probably, like, 2 or 3 only black people there, because it wasn't really, in 2003, it wasn't really, you know, popular for black people to homeschool. Now everybody want to ask questions, but they was trying to doubt us back then, bruh. since the pandemic, kids got to go home. But anyway, I remember asking my mama for this reading and writing, creative writing book. And she, no, I'm not getting it. I'm like, Mama, no. In front of this white lady, she charged me up. 365 days later, 1 year, we came back for the homeschool convention. That white lady came up to me and said, here is that book you wanted. She didn't forget me, bruh. All right. I took that thing home to the hood in Oak Cliff at my granny house. And I still remember sitting on the back porch reading and writing in that motherfreaker. But it told me right then and there that I have an impact on people's lives, that if they only see me one day out of a whole year, they remember me for whatever reason. And so I take that responsibility seriously. For whatever reason, people like me, and I'm not going to mislead the people. I take that very serious. So if y'all excuse me, I'm about to read this on my own time. But I just remember that was embarrassing, and my mama charged me up, because even though we were at the homeschool convention and we was only one of the only black families there, she was still a black mother. And she had the amount of money that she wanted to spend on these educational materials, and this $30 book was not in her budget. And she charged me up in front of that white lady. Ugh. What's y'all talking about? From the reach here before I look at my... What's y'all talking about? Pharaoh. Are you trying to say young Pharaoh? Or are you trying to say the actual Pharaoh? I don't want to sound stupid. What y'all got going on today? I want to be nosy before I end this live. I got 3 minutes. Before I end this live, can y'all comment what y'all doing today? Because, you know, I love to mind my business by being nosy. No, the actual Pharaoh, okay? Please don't think I'm stupid. Jason, don't think I'm stupid. This is a good website I stumbled upon. My auntie gonna love this. We love talking about the Bible and stuff. What y'all doing, man? Y'all gotta tell me what y'all... Chilling, waiting for my woman to cook. Okay. How you doing? So research to come back. All right, cool. But what I'm about to do is figure out if I want to barbecue today, but I'm black and I don't like being in the sun, so probably not. Do I want to order some food today? And oh, I can't. My favorite chicken place closed on Sunday. Dang. Maybe I'll eat some breakfast food. I don't know what I want to eat, y'all. But actually, I do know what I want to eat, but they say homosexuality is a sin and an abomination. Some of y'all gonna get that. It's your girl at Tiffany M. Draper. We gotta go. We got 2 minutes. Everybody stay safe and thanks for not judging my words. I'm about to get ready for the eagle. Cool. No problem. Everybody speak your mind.